Thank you for tuning in to Terry Swoop Videos. I have sad news to report. A young woman by the name of Erika Weems was shot and murdered in Akron, Ohio. And she's the childhood friend of Lebron James. And as you all know, LeBron James was born and raised in Akron, Ohio. And he was so close to her and her family, he refers to her as his sister. And he's coming forward and he's asking people for information so we can find the killers of this young lady. Now, I'm from Akron, Ohio, and black women are murdered all the time in Akron, Ohio. And it bothers me that black lives only seem to matter when the police are doing a killing. But when it's inner city violence, when it's a murder outside of a police killing, it's completely ignored by the so-called black leaders, by these so-called black activists. Inner city violence is a serious problem in the black community. And in my hometown of Akron, Ohio, black women are murdered all the time. Now, 90% of the time, when a black woman is murdered, it's usually the boyfriend that did it. It's either the boyfriend or somebody that had a crush on her. So if the police want to find the killers of this young lady, they need to investigate any man that she may have been seeing or any man that may have had a crush on her. Now, she was a single woman who lived alone, and she ran a daycare. In the video clip that I'm about to show, her family members are saying that she was really good with kids. She was really good in the community. She was a young, beautiful, good woman who did great things in the community. And her life was cut short over nothing. So LeBron James is asking people to come forward with information so we can find the murderers of this woman. And I just think as black people, we need to start looking at all black lives as being important, not just the black lives that are killed by the police. 99% of black murders in America are not done by the police, and less than 1% of black murders are committed by the police. So it bothers me that most of these so-called black leaders only focus on a small percentage of murders that are committed by the police. And they completely ignore the 99% of murders that are committed by inner city violence. So this is the problem I have with these so-called activists. This is why I do not support the Black Lives Matter organization, because they only care about black lives when it fits their agenda. They only care about black lives when they can make money off of it. Every time a black person kills another black person, it's completely ignored and shoved under the rug, because they can't make money off of it. They can't politicize it. They only care about black lives when the killer is white or the killer is a white cop. When these types of deaths make up a very small percentage of black homicides in America. Now, BLM supporters will say Black Lives Matter only addresses black police shootings, when that's not true at all. The Black Lives Matter movement started from the Trayvon Martin shooting. Trayvon Martin wasn't killed by the police. So the argument that Black Lives Matter only addresses police shootings is bullshit. They only address shootings when it divides people by race, by only addressing shootings that involve a white person or a white cop. Anything outside of that, they don't give a shit about black lives. If a black death doesn't involve a white person or a white cop, Black Lives Matter doesn't give a shit about black lives. Black Lives Matter is not going to say a damn thing about Erika Weems' death. They're not going to say anything about all the black women being murdered in Los Angeles, being murdered in Chicago, being murdered in Baltimore. And then look at all the black teenage boys that are being murdered in Chicago. I'm sick and tired of black lives only mattering when it fits an agenda. I'm sick and tired of black lives only mattering when it fits a certain agenda. If Black lives really matter, then it should matter all the time. Any innocent Black life that's taken should matter. This is why I'm sick and tired of these phony woke activists on social media talking about Black lives mattering, but they only got something to say when it fits their agenda. They only got something to say when they can blame it on the white man. If they can't blame it on the white man, they're quiet. They're quiet as a mouse. And whenever a Black person kills another Black person, they will make up every excuse in the world why we shouldn't talk about this. They will make up every excuse in the world to not address Black people killing other Black people.
A neighbor lays a single red rose outside of a home on Hardesty Boulevard. What happened here has baffled Akron police and devastated a family.
They just stripped our whole world in the blink of an eye. Like, she was just so special.
She was Erika Weems, described by loved ones as caring and loving. She enjoyed traveling and had many friends. Daryl Weems last saw his daughter Saturday.
She left me Saturday about 9 o'clock. And I told her to call me when she get home. She never called, and I called all day Sunday. No answer.
And then on Monday afternoon, Erika's sister and brother-in-law went to Erika's home and made a horrible discovery. Erika was dead in a bedroom.
I'm gonna miss her dearly.
Police say someone shot her in the head.
This is such a tragedy for us that is just unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Erika graduated from Ohio State and opened a daycare center in Columbus.
She had a passion and a love for children.
But family members say she closed that daycare to be closer to home and had just started a daycare in the Akron home she moved into a few months ago.
She could get kids to say and do things that even their parents couldn't do.
So who would want to kill Erika? Akron homicide investigators don't have any suspects. So early on in the investigation, police have many questions. Did Erika know her killer? Did she allow that person to come inside? Is anything missing? Was there a break-in? So far, detectives don't have the answers.
Yeah, if you know anything, turn yourself in.
Tonight, Summit County Crime Stoppers is offering a reward up to $5,000 for information leading to Erika's killer, while a heartbroken family pleads for justice.
Please. Like, I never even would have thought I would have ever been in this position. Just please tell somebody something.
In Akron, Bob Jones, News 5.